Triple B here. Today we're going to be trying out Pokemon's spiciest pepperoni, Arcanine EX. It has a whopping 280 HP, making him a very big boy. And this very big boy has two very powerful attacks. One being Raging Claws, which is actually going to combo very nicely with the amount of health it has. It's going to let you do 30 damage just as a base, and then an extra 10 damage for each damage counter that's on Arcanine. Can be a little bit tricky though, because obviously, well, you don't want to have to take damage to deal damage, and that's where its second attack is going to come in handy, since Raging Claws is more so a counter attack. Its second attack, Bright Flame, it's going to cost 3 energy, so a little bit pricey, and you do have to discard 2 energy after you use it, but it's going to let you do 250 damage. She can be one-shotting V Pokemon, and with the Choice Belt, one-shotting Pokemon V-Star. The other nice thing about this, since Arcanine itself isn't a V Pokemon, things like Radiant Gardevoir and V-Guard energy, they're not going to reduce this. So you can do a straight 280, unlike things like Giratina V-Star that are going to have their damage reduced by those cards. Arcanine is just ignoring it and going, yeah, I'm going to kill you. And then it does. Then when your opponent responds and hits Arcanine, if they don't knock it out, we just use Raging Claws. We attach 1 energy to it. It's going to deal as much damage right back to our opponent as they just did to us, plus 30. So ideally, we're taking them out when they've kind of failed to take us out. Some other Pokemon in the deck, though, it is a fire deck, so we do kind of have a bit of a... I guess it's a bit of a matchbox here. Entei V, very powerful basic Pokemon we can be using in the deck. Since Arcanine needs to evolve up, it's helpful to have a basic that we can just chuck down and do some big damage very quickly. Entei's got a very helpful ability as well. So if we started off in the active, we can just use Fleet-Footed, draw a card, and then its attack, Burning Rondo, is going to do a base of 20 damage, and then 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, ours and our opponents. So if they've got a full bench, we've got a full bench. 220 damage, Choice Belt 250. It's not a really relevant number, so I'll probably just go for the 220. It's going to be a little bit short on taking out V-Stars, but can be setting up knockouts for the Arcanine, or we can even be coming out with Delphox V after and kind of tidying those up with its magical fire attack. It's going to let you do 120 damage to the active and one of their bench Pokemon, so we can be fixing things up for the Entei or for the Arcanine. And into single prize matchups, it can be very effective. Since 120 to 2 things in Lost Box, we can take out a Cramorant and a Sableye if they don't have a Manaphy. Into Gardevoir, we could take out 2 Curlias when they're trying to set up into their Gardevoir EX. Before they get there, we just go, surprise, I got a Fox and you got nothing on your bench now. It's a really powerful attack to be able to pull off. And the fact that it's a basic Pokemon, we can be holding it in our hand, and it's a fire type, so we can use some shenanigans and charge it up out of nowhere, like Attach for Turn, Magma Basin, maybe use Armarouge, sneak out some energy to it, because we are going to be running that in this deck as well. So Armarouge is going to let you use Magma Basin, effectively to it, and then move that up to your active Pokemon. We don't even need to show our opponent we have the Delphox till we're ready to use it, and we can take their things out before they even think to bench a Manaphy and swing the game heavily in our favor. Armarouge is also an alright attacker in itself, doing 90 damage. It can be taking out things like Sableye, so in a single prize matchup, it's effective to have. It has 130 HP, so it's outside of range of them being able to kill it, and Cramorant won't hit it for weakness. So as long as we don't use Magma Basin on this in that matchup, we can use it. Do 90, it burns them, 20 between turns, it takes out a Cramorant, they can't respond. It's a great way to kind of fix up that prize trade. And our final attacker, since we haven't mentioned a Radiant Pokemon and it's a Fire-type deck, I think you know who it is, Radiant Charizard. With its Excited Heart ability, it's going to reduce its attack cost by 1 colorless energy for each prize card that our opponent has taken. So it's a very effective late game attacker to be putting out. It can do 250 damage for effectively 1 energy. It's nice. Give it a Choice Belt, 280, one shot of V-Star. Basically Arcanine, but as a basic, it's nice. It's very powerful to be able to pull it off. Our last Pokemon in the deck, though, we do have a tech in a 2-2 line of Bibarel, just to add some added consistency with draw power. It's really nice to be able to do that, since it then frees up our supporter for the turn to be a little bit more of a utility. So we can use things like Raihan when something gets knocked out to recover energy, search our deck, get a card we need, or Clara to recover Pokemon if we want. And we can even just be focusing on Gust if we need. So we've got 2 copies of Boss as well as 2 copies of Serena that can be Gust or that Pivot Draw. Helpful since when we have dead cards in our hand, but we want to hold on to certain things. Maybe we just want to ditch our Battle VIP pass, but hold on to our Arcanine. Serena is very helpful in those situations, so we don't have to always rely on Professor's Research or using Judge and getting ourselves out of cards that we want to keep in our hand. It's just a great opportunity to be able to use that card. We do run those other runs though, so we've got quite a bit of draw options in the deck. To make sure that we've always got energy in play though, we're also going to be running 2 copies of Experience Share, which effectively means when something gets knocked out, we can just move it to the bench. Armarouge then goes, okay, I've taken that energy to myself. I'm going to move it up to the active, and all of a sudden we have an attacker going again. We also have 4 copies of Magma Basin, so we can very efficiently be getting energy out and keeping energy out to get our attackers going and just constantly keeping pressure on our opponent because they can't take the heat. Well, I was going to say get out of the kitchen, but that doesn't make sense. We're just going to light them on fire. Yeah. That's the deck list. It should be popping up on the screen for you right now. And if you want to try it for yourself on PTCGL, I will have it in the description of the video. All you've got to do is copy, paste it into PTCGL, and get going. You can start playing with this pepperoni on ladder. What's your thoughts on Arcanine, though? Do you think he's a pretty spicy pepperoni, or he's just Pokemon's good boy? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you haven't already, booping that subscribe button is a great way to keep up with the shenanigans. But let's jump on ladder and see how we go with this tonight. Irrelevant numbers. Like Arcanine with the belt, you can be one-shotting into V-stars, and then into V-maxes it gets a little bit weird, but that's kind of where having the Delphox to clean up will be handy. We'll start the Entei. Draw 1. Sweet. Got the Doof Bibarel right off the hop, which is wonderful, and I'm thinking we'll just Nest Ball for a target it since we do have the Basin. The nice thing too, Ram doesn't hit weakness. Come on, Doof. Do this thing. Like, do we just get one of everything? Also, I'm not running Manaphy. I just clear. Just click. Yeah, I'm not running Manaphy right now. Is there too many mons to set up? Nah. Like, not really, because you don't need to set them up. It's more so just giving you options. So like the Bibarel, we don't necessarily need to get into the Bibarel. It's just great for added consistency. Armarouge is the main one we need to be setting up just because we're able to accelerate additional energy that way, right? Like we get Magma Basin in play, attach per turn, discard energy, base into something on the bench. Armarouge can push 2 energy up to the active. Like it's a great way to be able to just consistently push things out. And once we get experience shares in play, we can keep additional energy. So it's like once that stuff's in play, the only reason it's getting discarded is from Arcanine's attack. Like everything else, it's like, oh, if it dies, we just keep the energy going, which is great. And then like the Arcanine isn't necessarily necessary. Like the Entei is a solid attacker. The Delphox is a solid attacker. The Arcanine, it's mostly just... Yeah, we're trying to see if we can make an Arcanine deck work. If we were to cut anything from the deck, though, it's probably Arcanine. But then it's not an Arcanine deck. So. But you definitely could just make a deck where it's like 2 Entei, 2 Delphox, Armarouge, Bibarel. That's the deck. Maybe a Rapidash line just to give it a little extra of firepower. I think we give up the Growlithe. Sorry, pup. Yeah, or pepperoni. Okay, we get that down. Get that down. I'm kind of thinking we just Serena away all of this. Gets fire in the bin to trigger Basin. We've got more Basins. Mossbox doesn't typically run like a super high count of stadiums. Like that could be funny. Yeah, I'll put that down too. Just get extra raw power off the Bibarel. Probably could have put that there. I think it's safer on the Bibarel than on the Armarouge, to be honest. But yeah, we definitely should be putting a Manaphy in this deck. Sweet. So this the thing we're concerned about here now is if they run it with Greninja. Greninja hit weak. Yeah, Greninja would hit weakness into us. It does 180. Leaves him on 5 damage counters left. Puts 90 on this, leaves it on 2. And then a Sableye comes out and finishes those 2 off. So yeah, we should definitely be slotting into Manaphy. Which, like, we could probably cut an energy. Currently got 10. 9 to 10. It's not the biggest difference. Right? We just sit, watch them pick some flowers. Oh, flower selecting. But maybe they're not running Greninja. We've not seen any water energy yet. No. It could just be like a straight up build. I'm tempted to judge just because I've got a pretty hefty hand, but at the same point, I want to be able to get into like a switch. Go into this, take that out, take that out. Nah, but if we could do that off a judge, I think it's the biggest value. We'll go for it. Instant punish though. There. That's it. We've still got Bibroll draw. Wasn't enough. Show me a switch? No. Okay. It's just like, yeah, no, you should have used research here. Here's 3. Learn from your mistake. Never. High roll or no roll. Hey, it's that switch. We found it. What are they vacuuming? My XP share? Oh, the basin. Yeah, okay, fair. Fair. So 2 in the bin, 1 in the lost zone. That's fine. I do like how we're just outside of Cramorant range, though. Like, because we didn't base into this. Yeah. How much do we have to lost zone? 2? Put 2 energy attached to this in the lost zone. 120, 120. We take that out. We take... Yeah, I think it's the play. No Growlithe, no Zards? No good. We could, I guess, technically be attacking with Armor Rouge. Maybe we do just get another one. Like, I don't think we need another Bibroll. Oh, we got another Bibroll. Sure. Put it there. It's protected. Like, even if they get Greninja, it's not going to take that out. We do this, we take out their attackers. We do have the Magma Basin. Oh, we don't have any energy in the discard right now. Anyways. Might be a little bit risky, but see how this goes. Vice Games, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much for the raid, guys. How's your stream going? How goes we? We goes good, we goes good. How goes you? Lost Katamari. Ooh, I like that. Is that like was that Beautiful Katamari? Was that the game where they roll the big dude around? Default rate. Cyber Ghost. I like your style. Oh, you from Australia, Vice? It's going good. It's going good. That's good. Ooh. Like the little munchlax with the popcorn. That's epic. Love it. Love it. What were you guys streaming tonight? Where we'll pop over. We'll have a little chat. You're an Aussie? Nice. Nice. I'm Canadian, but in Australia. Just to, you know, confuse people. So it's always a pleasure to meet people that are streaming in the same time zone. It's so often I'll pop on and it's just, oh, everyone's asleep. South Australia here. You streaming Pokemon TCGL as well, or what do you stream, Vice? Alright, so they are going for the Clara. They're getting back the guys that we killed. They just don't know how to stay down. Sableye is a bit of a threat, so Sableye will come out, put 6 on Charcadet, 6 on the Doof. Not a fan of that. The fact that they were able to take out our Entei with a Halucha also. Not super cool. Not super cool. Yeah, you've been streaming live? Live streaming live? Nice. Living the live life. I hope it's treating you well. Hopefully no bugs. Hopefully. You're heading off though? Oh, off to dinner. Nice. Enjoy. Yeah, Arcanine's he's alright. We're giving it a go. Some people requested it, so we're trying to see if we can find a way to make it work.
Alright,
but it's definitely feeling more like a
nice
hard
guy.
box. And cheers. Welcome to the Goomba game, guys. Welcome to the Goomba gang. Trying to think. We have a way to take out 2 guys in 1 turn. This is still in play. We've got a switch. We've got 3 energy. We've got Clara in hand. Yeah, we've got game. Never punish. Right? Do this. Do this. They never expected the energy from that doof to be relevant. And it is. And then, yeah, we kill that and we kill the bird again. And that should be GG. Alright, alright. It's working. The deck is working. It doesn't feel like Arcanine's putting in a lot of work. Maybe he just hasn't had his moment yet, though. Delphox box? Kinda. Arcanine box, but Delphox and Entei definitely seem to be the power players. I'm doing good, V2. How are you doing? Delphox, meta killer. Well, unless they have Manaphy. But yeah. Delphox definitely came in clutch there. Taking 4 prizes with Delphox is a little bit busted. Little bit busted. Let's get these ladder rewards. I was trying to grind out some games. Manaphy doesn't exist. Nah, he's a legendary. He's a legend. They're not real. Only one person has one, maybe, right? Right, opening the Doof. We got VIP pass. Up against Mew. Okay. So into Mew, we can obviously just target down Genesect. Meloetta Mew, though. Oh. People are still on that, eh? Alright. Like Armor Growlithe? Is it the play? I feel like that's not the play. But it gets us an attacker. The dupe is going to get knocked out. There's not a lot of... actually... Going for the Delphox isn't a bad shout. I don't mind going for the Delphox here, actually. And then we'll put this... No, we don't put that down yet. I was like, we put this down in case we get judged. But no, we're not going to get judged. We're not going to get judged. They're going to try and go for Meloetta. They go for Meloetta. They need to get a bunch of Genesect out. They need to get... What is... Elisa. Force Seal Stone Elisa. They're just going to want to take a knockout. Mew. They hit... Tunnel Vision right off the Love. V2, you have... Get a slight hint it is Mew. You think it's Mew? I don't know. It's Fusion Strike, not DTE, so always a chance. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Fusion Strike Mew. I feel like Fusion Strike Mew is better, but I don't play Mew, so I can't really comment. Because I know a lot of people are still on DTE Mew, but I don't know, to me DTE Mew seems like you either hit the nuts or you get nothing, right? Because like if your DTEs get discarded, right? Maybe they run a Veltal and they just take out multiples in a go, or they play Temple and then you can only attach one energy a turn if you're not finding your counter stadium. Like, it can be a little bit tricky. Joe Chuan, only one Growlithe in deck? No, there's two. One surprise. Genesect is weak to fire, pretty handy. Yes. So that's kind of the game plan I'm going to go for, is try and get a Genesect in the active, hit it with Delphox, and snipe the Meloetta off the bench. But they put a Mew in the active, so not a lot we can do with that. We could obviously get into Entei, take out the Mew, and then it's just, yeah, boss up Genesect, kill it, boss up Genesect, kill it. And we're fine, because like even this, it does 90, double to 180 burn. This can be effectively one-shotting a Genesect. It's kind of funny. We'll do that. We'll attach... Yeah. Is that the play? Probably not the play. Give this an EXP share though. Bye, Arcanine. It was neat knowing you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proudly
Alex,
presenting...
welcome to the Goomba gang. Yeah, we get the Entei, we've got Armor, we can move the energy up to it. We do have the base in play to get Delphox, but it's knocking that out, and like I guess if it takes out the Meloetta, that's fine, right? Softens up a Mew, softens that up. Not a bad play. We do this though, we get a bid. Entei would be doing how much here? 160, 180. You know what? I think we do go for the Entei. It gets us a bit of draw power on top of the Bibarel. Right? It takes out a Mew and then it frees up the Delphox to like kill that later. We'll put this down just in case they target that. Sweet. Not a bad turn, too. This is the tricky though, because like that being able to one-shot into us, they do need quite a bit here though, right? Like they need to get Elisa. The fact they attach there, they've got Elisa, right? Or they've got an out to an Elisa. If we could, like, it's not gonna happen, but if we could top deck a boss, I'd be so happy. Just to be able to boss Gensec. Kill it for weakness, kill this off the bench. They're thinking long and hard. Maybe they drew into a bit of a brick off the Genesect? They not found any no VMAXs yet? I'm thinking that means no VMAXs yet. Like I'm leaning towards just tracking this in the active for the time being. Well, we're doing the thing. Okay, so attach, hard retreat, base and move it to the active. Bench a Pepperoni. Do we just bench this too? Yeah, bench that. Gets us more bib draw power. Gets us slightly more bibs. And then here, do I just Ultra Ball? Like I could Ultra Ball 2 Basins, but then the fact that they could have a counter stadium and us not get into a base, and yeah, we play it safe. We knocked that out. We knocked that out. Beautiful. I feel like we're in a pretty strong position here now. Like they can obviously evolve that up. They use Genesec's attack. It does 210 on the dot. It takes out this Delphox. We've got Zard in hand, though. We don't have any other two prizers in play. So they take out that Delphox, and then we effectively have 2 turns to try and kill one of their guys. If we can just get into an escape rope, that's game. Right? We bench Charizard. It's doing 250. It takes out anything on their bench. Obviously, the awkward thing here is... I was going to say trying to find ways to get it into the active, but we've got the energy there. Like, we literally just need to base in, move something. Is escape rope in here? It is. Promising. Like, what do I have that I can thin? It's all kind of pointless. Like, we don't get the Arcanine. That gets them a 2 prize target. Show me escape rope. Nope. It's not a rope. Could just go the Zard into the active, though, right? And it still does a good chunk of damage to him. And effectively forces them to Psychic Leap, or following turn we just knock them out. I guess it's not guaranteed we knock them out, but if we can get this charged up, it's a pretty good chance. Maybe I should have put that there. 280. Oh no, 280, like anything just literally has to touch it. Oh, never mind. Okay, beautiful. Game. Alright, that was pretty clutch. That was pretty clutch. Thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. If you made it this far, let me know in the comments down below what you would nickname Growlithe in a Pokemon playthrough. Because I always kind of lean towards something silly like Tiger Dog or like Pepperoni. Is there any better? What do you guys call them? If you're after some more gameplay though, there will be a link to my other channel showing off some more games with this deck. And if you're after some other deck lists, there should be another video popping up around here. Till next time though, take care of yourself.